The EQUIPS project, it's enhancing the quality of undergraduate investigations in physical science. It's focused on improving students' understanding and their explanations of scientific phenomena.
The revisions to the Natural Science 1A course, which is an introductory physical science course, called for us to really look at a different focus here at the university level in the preparation of teachers. And what we looked at first was an integrated approach that would align with the dimensions of the next generation science standards and really bring relevance for what these future teachers are going to be doing in their elementary classrooms later on.
The general structure of the labs is that students will do 4 weeks of what we call boot camp. Again, this is to get students prepared for taking ownership of the laboratories themselves so that they actually are comfortable with aspects of experimental design and experimental practices and knowing how to set up an investigation all the way through to creating graphs and analysing their data. And the purpose of this structure was to move away from a split between physics and chemistry to actually have a more coherent presentation of the scientific concepts.
We don't have anything canned. They have to choose something themselves. So they come up with their own experiment. They decide what equipment they need to accomplish that. They decide on the dependent and independent variables and how they're going to investigate it. And when they arrive in lab, hopefully we have what they need here for them to do that.
It's a challenge that we have to kind of negotiate with the students in a way, okay, maybe you should try this way rather than instead of using mercury, maybe use this that would work just as well.
I think students walk away from laboratory having a better understanding of the actual physics and chemistry that they've been investigating once they had to run their own experiments and seeing the challenges of actually measuring values that they decide to measure.
This EQUIPS project is very beneficial to the students, especially the lab portion, because it's really teaching them how to do science as science is meant to be. It's not something for the students just to get a grade on, just to say, okay, I did it, I fulfilled this requirement. It's more than that. It's to get them really comfortable with scientific concepts so that they're able to take it to their classrooms when they become teachers.
We've conducted comparison studies comparing the old lab structure with the new lab structure, and what we found is that students have significantly better integrated explanations of scientific phenomena as a result of this course. Also, on the affective side, students explain that they feel they can be more creative, that they can take ownership, and that overall they enjoy this new laboratory structure. Again, it should be mentioned though that there is quite a larger workload for students in that we're asking a lot more of the students, and there's some initial pushback from students in taking on this workload, but overall, at the end of the course, they come out having enjoyed the experience overall and appreciate what we've been trying to do.